I'm doing another ASMR video. I didn't do anything on Friday or Saturday because I was busy editing a video for my job. And it's funny because I don't edit these videos. I could, and I couldn't make like a really with my professional camera and such, but I find that it's easier to do them this way. Let me move the. Yeah, there we go. So I was chatting recently with Renee ASMR, and she told me like she was gonna upload a video, and I was like, "Oh, I'm planning on doing one. Do you have any requests?" And she told me that she likes stories. So if I could just tell a story, it would be nice for her. So, Renee, if you're listening, thanks for being my friend on YouTube and on Instagram. And this is like sort of for you, but for everyone else. And also, I'm gonna chew gum and try to blow some bubbles here and there for another viewer. Chicken Fingers, I think it's the name of that person. So yeah, I'm gonna chew some gum, like not that loud, and blow some bubbles. And although this is chewing gum, not bubble gum, so I'll try. So I was thinking about what story I could tell you. I'm thinking about important moments of my life, and well, definitely one of the best experiences I've had in my life is that I've met the president of Ireland, of the Republic of Ireland, twice. So, let me start with the backstory. So, my name is Daniel Garcia Hughes. So, here in Mexico, we use both our parents' last names. So, my mom's last name is Hughes. And she comes from a family of Irish Americans. She was born here in Mexico, but yeah, she comes from like Ireland has always been important for her and for us. So she's a teacher. She teaches math in, I guess, the equivalent of last year of high school, senior year of high school, whatever the equivalent is. And one time, she had a student that told her that he was in a bagpipe band. Now, if anyone doesn't know what that is like the Scottish instrument. Like you have the kilts or the Scottish skirts, and the bagpipes they blow into a bag, and yeah, music. And so that guy told my mom, I play in a pipe band, and there's a group of girls that do Highland dancing. So my sister has been dancing since she was 5. She's gonna turn 33 in November. She's bigger than I am, older than I am. So my mom thought like, oh, okay, is this something like Scottish, Irish? I'm gonna tell my daughter. So my sister started dancing with that see them, and I would see the pipe band play and the girls dancing. So I was really interested by the sound of the instrument because the bagpipes have a really peculiar sound. So um, my mom told me, would you be interested in joining the pipe band, like learning how to play the pipe band? And I was like, yeah, probably. I was 12, probably. Um, I don't think I'm gonna be able to to do bubble gums with this. Hold on. No, maybe later when it's softer. But I won't forget. So they had like introductory course of bagpipes or whatever. So I went there and I started learning how to play the bagpipes. But you don't start with the whole instrument, you start with small flute, the chanter is the name. So I took bagpipe classes for, it wasn't that much, probably 2 months. But once I started learning more and more about the instrument, it stopped appealing to me that much because it's an instrument that it's, for the most part, it's fixed on a tone. So the bagpipes, the Great Highland bagpipe, because you have bagpipes all over Ireland, Scotland. I think they have some in Russia. It's like a common instrument. So this particular bagpipe, it's fixed on B flat, and you can only play 2 octaves, and you can't have like dynamics with the instrument because once you start pushing air into the bag, it has to maintain the same pressure. So you can't lower the volume or decrease the volume. You have your volume, and that's it. So I thought it was sort of limiting, although I still like how it sounds. So, but by that point, I had been playing drums for about 5 years, and the pipe band has also a drum corps, drumming section. So I was introduced to the drummers in the band, and there's a drum. It's the snare drum, like a regular marching band drum, but it's a bit different because you have the drum, and in a regular snare drum, the snares are on the bottom drum head. But on these drums, you have 2 snares on both heads, and the tension of the heads has to be insane to get like a really high-pitched, crisp sound. And the drumsticks are a bit different. I'm trying to look for my drumsticks because I'm sure I had them around here. I'll try not to make. I can mute this. Okay, so here are the drumsticks we use for the pipe band. So these are really, really light. And but the weight is distributed in a way that you have to like balance, and on the left hand you have to balance the stick right here, and you rest it in those fingers and you play it like this. And the right hand you play it like sort of a regular drumstick. So this is the normal way we play that, and we can play it like really fast. So yeah, I started taking drumming lessons with my Mexican teachers who learned from Scottish people, and I like that way more. So I started playing with that band. By the time I was 13, like a year later, when I met them, and we played festivals here in Mexico. Now, mind you, we're the only Scottish pipe band, like proper registered pipe band in Mexico. So we get invited to festivals and weddings, all sorts of events, funerals. So on 2005, we went to our first piping competition in Canada, in Maxville, which is sort of near Ottawa. And we didn't win, or we didn't even qualify, but people started knowing that there was a band in Mexico, so that was pretty special for us. And then we went again to same competitions 2 years later, and then a year after that. So we started like really focusing on the level of the band, and we had new members and such. And then on 2009, I had drumming lessons with like one of the world champions. His name is Reed Maxwell. He plays in a band of Vancouver, the Simon Fraser University pipe band. Sorry about the motorbike. And then I also took classes with the guy who designs this sticks. His name is Jim Kilpatrick, and he designs the sticks with Vic Fred, a really famous company that makes sticks. So I took classes with them, and by that time I was in charge of the drumming section of the band. So it was really going well. And we started playing like in bigger venues here in Mexico City. Like the you're not gonna know these places, but the National Auditorium. There's a stadium, baseball stadium, where they do the Mexican Formula One races or whatever. We played there at a music festival at Mexico's most important university. We played there, and we played all over the country. So that was like we really worked towards that level, and I'm so sorry. Hold on. Not that. So anyway, yeah. So we started being better known, and on 2011, we got invited to play at a festival in Lorient, in France, in the French part of Britain, because they have a festival every year, a Celtic festival, and the theme of that year was like how Celtic music has, how far it has reached or whatever. So that year, we had some. They had some bands from New Zealand, Australia, Spain, well, us from Mexico, from an island in the Bahamas, I think. So we were invited to that festival, so that was like pretty exciting for us because people in other countries knew about us. So that was really big. So we started playing, and we met a band from Southern Ireland, the New Ross District by band. So we became friends with them, and um, 2 years later, we got invited. Like, we saved money, and there are some Celtic groups, like the Irish people of Mexico and the Scottish people of Mexico. They gave us money so that we could go and play at the world the world piping championships in Glasgow, in Scotland. So on 2013, we booked a trip to Scotland. But first, we went and visited our friends from the New Ross District pipe band, and we stayed there for half a week, and we played with them at a concert and some parades in the streets and whatnot. And the Mexican ambassador in Ireland went and saw us, so we became good friends with him. And then we went to Scotland and played at the World Championships. We didn't win, we didn't even qualify, but like the top bands in the world knew there was a band in Mexico, and we could see the flags all over the main stage, and you had the Australian flag and the flag from New Zealand and the United Kingdom flag and Sweden, and then you had the Mexican flag. So that filled me with pride, and I was like really proud of being there. And we played, and we didn't win anything, but it was like sort of a great experience for all of us. And I got to see my teachers, Reed Maxwell and Jim Kilpatrick, and I was like, "Oh, do you remember me? Oh yeah, the guy from Mexico said, yeah, this is my band. Oh, that's great." That was really fun for us, and we made a lot of friends. But the important bit is that the Mexican ambassador met us. So anyway, later that year, around September, we get a call. I didn't get the call. The manager and the band got a call saying that the Irish president, the president of the Republic of Ireland, was planning on visiting Mexico City in particular. I have detail is that the band I play in is the St. Patrick's Battalion pipe band. Now, quick history lesson. The St. Patrick's Battalion was a battalion mostly um, um, made out of Irish soldiers. Some Scottish, some German, some that they got to the States, and in 1860, no, I forgot the date. I'm sorry. 1860. 1864, probably, when the United States invaded Mexico. So the soldiers would get in the states, and the people of the states would be like, okay, you can be a citizen, but you go and fight over there in Mexico. So those people came to Mexico fighting for the United States, but they weren't American. So a small battalion of them realized that they had more in common with the Mexican people than with the American people, because they were Catholic and such. And that battalion was led by John O'Reilly. John O'Reilly. So we lost that war and whatnot, but Mexico has always been really thankful to the Irish, basically for turning to our side during the American invasion. So that's the name of our band, the St. Patrick's Battalion. And so anyway, so the Irish president was coming to Mexico because he wanted to discuss trade or culture or whatever with the Mexican president. Oh, well, I'm not gonna get into politics, but not many people like the Mexican president. So anyway, the Irish president came, and the Mexican ambassador came with him, and he suggested that we should play at the president's reception. So we played there, and we got to meet the president at a reception in a hotel. This was the 21st of October of 2013. So we played for the Irish president, and we met him. He's a really nice man. His name is Michael D. Higgins. And we met his wife as well. Really, really, really nice lady. And so we were like, oh, this can't get any better. We played for the president, and 2 years after that, 2015, we get a call from the Mexican ambassador telling us that Mexico was invited as a country to the St. Patrick's Day parade in Dublin, in Ireland, and that he had spoken to the president and they wanted us to go there. So, I mean, we were all shocked because they told us like 2 months before. St. Patrick's Day is March 17th of March. So we were like, who's available? And I remember I had a job back then, and I was like, I knew I had some free days, but I didn't tell anyone, and I just left. So we left for 5 days, but we traveled for one day. We flew from Mexico to Paris, then from Paris to Dublin. So that was one day. The first day we played at the parade in the streets of Dublin. And I don't know if this is the right number, but someone told us that 500,000 people was watching us on the streets. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what they told us. And you could see Mexican people in Dublin just being really proud of us, and Irish people just being happy that we were there. And it's honestly one of the best experiences I've ever lived. And so that was the first day, and then the second day we went to like a sort of celebration, because they did a twinning, I think it's a word, of a city here in Mexico with a city in Ireland. So the members of both governments were there, and we played for the celebration and the ceremony and whatever. And then we played at another parade in Selbridge is the name of that town, and Longford was the name of the town that was paired with Whiskey Lucan here in Mexico. And then on I get mixed up, but the second day we were invited to play at the president's house. Like, he wanted us to be there. I was like, really? Does he want us to be at his house? Because as a Mexican, and probably the Americans have an idea of the president being like a out of touch person, probably like having a lot of barriers and whatnot. But we went to the president's house. They didn't have like metal detectors or anything. And we just got there and we stand in line, and like a guard called, like, I present you the Honorable Mr. Michael D. Higgins and his wife, Sabina, I think that's her name, Higgins. And they came out and started greeting us like we were old friends, like, how are you? And shook our hands, and he asked for our names. So I was like, Daniel Garcia, oh, Garcia. Like, he really took the time to understand our last names and such. And then he said some words. And then the Mexican ambassador said some words. Then there was a cocktail, and we took pictures outside his house. You can add me in as a friend on Facebook. It's the same name as my YouTube channel, and you can see the pictures there. So then we took pictures outside his house with his dogs. He has 2 dogs, or he had at the time. And then we had like a brunch sort of event. But the president was there and his wife was there. They were talking to us like this close. No security, not anything. And I remember seeing one of my favorite musicians is called Glenn Hansard. He was in the movie Once. He's a brilliant singer-songwriter. So I remember seeing a video of him playing at the Royal Albert Hall in London. And the Irish president was there, and his wife was there. and Glenn Hansard was playing. So in the cocktail, I found myself talking to the First Lady of Ireland, and I was like, oh, I saw this video with Glenn Hansard playing at Royal Albert Hall last year, and she was like, oh, Glenn, I love him. You know, he comes around often and talks to Michael about literature and poetry. And I was like, you actually know. And then I was like, well, she's the First Lady, so of course they know him. So I was just blown away because I don't know, these people are rulers of a country that has been through some rough times, but they're leaders of a country, and they know famous people that I like. So, and then we had to go back. They left before because they had to receive some sultan of whatever, and we had a tour of the house. But the president's house is like a really big house, and it has like a service house next door. And they told us that the president lives in that small house because he doesn't like the whole palace vibe of that house. So we had a small tour around the house, and in the library they had a piano, and I was like, oh, this is a really nice piano. It's not an old piano. The president before this one bought it for their kids, and they just left it there like as a gift to Ireland and whatnot. And one of the policemen there told me like, "Oh, do you play piano?" I was like, "Yeah. Do you want to play it?" And I was just blown away that I was gonna play the piano, the president's piano at his house. The president wasn't there anymore, but so I started playing part of Rhapsody in Blue by George Gershwin at the president's house in Ireland. So after that, I was just blown away. So we flew for a day to get to Ireland, and then we spent 3 days, and then we flew back. So we were just 3 days in Ireland, and in that short period of time, we played before allegedly 500,000 people, and then played at the president's house, and then I got to play the president's piano. And I was literally speechless when all that happened. And then we came back, and like I was like, how can this get any better? And that, for me, that was like the high point of my musical career. I don't think I have like a musical career. So that experience, I think, really changed the way I see a lot of things, and I don't take for granted like effort and practicing and all those things that made me and the band get to that point. So that was like a really unbelievable experience, like meeting the president twice and playing at his house, and I don't know, it was really amazing experience. And we didn't get paid, but who cares? Then I got back to my job, and they were trying to fire me, but I resigned and got another job after that. But actually bought. I want to make a lot of noise. Yeah, I actually bought this over there. This sterling silver. No, it's not. It's pewter. But as to me, this means like constant movement. So I try to be in constant movement, like playing, or I like to write and to create and to draw and all those things. So I try to stay active because I now know that that's the way you get places and you meet people, by doing and by never stopping and just gaining momentum and living life. So anyway, this is my story on how I met the president of Ireland twice. And let me know in the comments if you like my stories or the way I tell stories. And maybe next time I'll tell you about the time I met my favorite movie director, Terry Gilliam. So thanks for watching, and shout out to Renee ASMR. Thanks for the suggestion. Follow her on Instagram, Renee M. Hillary. I know she likes to meet new people, I think. So anyway, thanks Renee, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks.